Hari Om everyone. I welcome all of you to Panchayudha series, chapter 3. So, chapter 3 will be about the Kaumodaki. Kaumodaki is the mace of Lord Vishnu. So, before we start off, let us look at the action that's involved with the mace. So, we know this is the chakra, this is the Panchajanya conch. So, what's the mace? So, the mace is a little different. It's a lot of action. So, you must have seen it in movies, in Mahabharata series. So, this is how you're going to do it. Do it with me. Pick your mace and do this. Yay! Do it, Snigdha. Do it, Vartika. And do this. Yay! Excellent, everyone. So, we will first chant the Panchayudha Stotram that is dedicated to Kaumodaki. All of you, please fold your hands, close your eyes, and chant along with me. Hiranmayim Meru Samana Saram Kaumodakim Daitya Kulaika Hantrim Vaikuntha Vamagra Karabhimrishtam Gadam Sadaham Sharanam Prapadye. What does this stotra mean? It says all of us take refuge to this mace, which is Kaumodaki of Lord Vishnu. And how is this mace? It's golden and it's as heavy as Mount Meru itself. It's a very big mountain. And what does this mace do? It destroys and defeats even a big group of demons. So even a huge group of demons and all of them come together and fight. But still the mace, Lord Vishnu uses this mace, Kaumodaki, and he defeats all of these demons. And where is this mace? It is in the hands, in the left hand of Lord Vishnu, who is the Lord of Vaikuntha. So let us move on to understand the communication secret hidden in the mace. Once we come towards the end of the session, I will take questions. Until then, I'd request all of you to please listen. You might never know that your answer might be hidden in one of these slides. So moving ahead, as we know, communication is not only about words. Words are just one means of communication, but there's so many other things in communication. The feeling you have, your tone, your body language, and even maintaining an eye contact. All of this is a part of communication. So what's the communication secret of the mace? The mace defines and symbolizes the confidence. So you must have seen any person who uses a mace efficiently, you can see the confidence in his eyes, you can see the confidence in his face. The mace itself is so strong and it stands so stiff and straight and strong. So all of that says that we need to be confident when we are speaking. Confidence is really important, and that we'll understand through the story of Uttara Kumara. I'm sure all of us listened to the story. The link was shared in the group. So first, we look at the evolution of Uttara Kumara's behavior and his confidence. At the beginning of the story, he was overconfident. He said, I am Uttara Kumara, the prince of Virata. I know everything. I'm the most powerful person. And anyone comes to war, wage a war, I alone am enough. I will destroy everyone. I'm that strong. But then, when he actually faced the army, what happened? He quickly became underconfident. Now he knew the reality that he won't be able to actually defeat all of them. So he became so timid and he wanted to run from the battlefield. But then we know that Arjuna counseled Uttara Kumara. Then what happened? He came into the state of balanced confidence, where he was not overconfident, nor was he underconfident. He just was confident enough to do his duty. He had that responsible behavior that yes, I will tackle the situation. I know there are so many problems, but yes, Arjuna and I shall manage. And they not only participated in the war, but they also won the war. So that's how important confidence is. So what exactly is balanced confidence? Balanced confidence is to stay informed, to know what is happening, what is the situation. So if you have an exam and you haven't studied, so you should be informed. Okay, how do I do good, and what happens if I do good? What will happen if I don't do good? So you need to be informed. What should I complete in order to get good marks in my exam? Second is to acknowledge uncertainty. Anything can go wrong, anything can go right. So be aware and just be cautious on what is going to happen in the future. Just keep an eye on that and keep planning ahead of time. But then don't just keep thinking of the future or the past. Stay in the present, but also plan and be aware that yes, anything can happen. So next is to learn from the experience. So many things have happened. You've overcome so many challenges. You may think it's a success or a failure, but then you need to learn from all of these experiences. What went right? How can I do better? Or what went wrong? How can I change that and correct myself? All of this. One very important thing is to seek feedback from someone who you think is really good at what you want to do. And finally, adaptability. No matter how the situation turns or changes, you should always be ready to adjust to that situation and never stop. Just because something changed, don't just stop and give up. Oh, it's not possible. The best thing is to go with the flow, to adopt. Now once you've adopted it, what happens? Once you adopted it and once you have this confidence, then you can break a big boulder as well with that confidence. So what is this breaking a boulder? We don't really want to break boulders. That's not what we really do every day, right? So what does this mean? Again, this shows that when you are confident and when you use this mace, that is when you're confident and when you speak confidently, what happens is the other person, the listener, it touches his heart, his or her heart. It touches, and whatever you want to convey, they understand and it goes deep into them. And this breaking of the boulder signifies the impact. What kind of impact does it have? It can break a boulder, it can break the ignorance, it can break the wrong knowledge that the listener has. Now let us listen to a really beautiful, amazing story which shows with confidence, with the right feeling, how can you break boulders, or more seriously, how can you overcome any obstacle in a very nice way. So last Sunday, I had been to a very beautiful program in an ashram. It was the anniversary, it was the wedding anniversary of a great master. His name is Vinay Guruji. So he has been serving the society for many decades, and he also has established something called as the Sevak, which is a really wonderful organization. And also he is very much involved in helping people, animals, and he's trying to establish the entire world as one family, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So this great master, once he wanted to go to a place where there is peace, where there is no human intervention, where humans have never been to. And the place he chose was the Himalayas. We all know how Himalayas, it's breathtaking and it's beautiful, but the climate is really harsh, and there's so many dangerous situations that one can come across when they go to Himalaya. And this great master, he went alone, and once when he was walking, some Himalayan apes came his way. And these Himalayan apes, they don't walk alone or in a small group, they walk in big groups. Like there's so many Himalayan apes, all of them walking towards him. And these Himalayan apes are very violent. They're aggressive. Basically, something you should be away from, and you shouldn't mess with them. But here there was no escape. So what did he do? So what would we do? Let me think. What would I do if I were in a situation? I would really, I would panic or run away, or maybe throw stones and try to shoo it away. Bad idea. So what did this great master do? He just closed his eyes. As I told you in the beginning, communication is not about words only. It's also the feeling, the intention, and the energy you're putting to the other person. So here, this great master closed his eyes and he prayed and tried to send a feeling towards the Himalayan apes. He closed his eyes and said, I am not here to for any kind of destruction. I am not here to harm anyone. If you just give me some space, if you give me a way, I will walk peacefully and move away from here. I have not come to harm anyone and I have a good intention. And with this pure heart and good intention, when he sent out this beautiful feeling, you know what happened? The entire group of apes, they just walked away and they gave way for him to pass. And he quietly walked in the path and he continued with his journey. And that is what Kaumodaki tells us. Be confident, have a good intention, and with that you will be able to overcome all obstacles, and that will help you continue your journey. So confidence is the key. With this understanding, all of us have the Kaumodaki, the divine mace of Lord Vishnu. Now, just one lucky person will be able to share their understanding. Who wants to be that one lucky person? Yes, Snigdha. So I will ask you a question and you'll have to answer to that question only. So not the story of Uttara Kumara or the story of the great master, but combining both of them, what is the lesson? Not the story, but the lesson that you take away.
Can I tell 2 points?
Sure.
Okay, so one is that you should always have confidence, because like confidence is also the key to success, and also you should always have good intentions to others, so they'll have good intentions to you.
Very good. Excellent. Vartika, do you want to share something except what Snigdha said? One quick point.
You know,
Okay, let me ask you a question. So next time when you want to say something to someone or there's an obstacle your way, how will you deal with it? Let me give you some options. So will you say, oh my God, this was not planned. This is something really big. What do I do? Will you panic and give up? Or will you say, hey, I'm very smart. No matter what obstacle comes my way, I'm going to do it. I am the best. Or will you say, let's analyze the situation. I'm sure we can figure this out and we can come to a solution. What's your approach?
let's analyze the situation.
Very good. Excellent, Snigdha and Vartika. So now we understood one thing, be confident. But everyone tells us, be confident. But how to be confident? That brings us to the 3 tips to be super confident. Tip 1 is the Brahmari Pranayama. I'm sure all of you are wondering why we didn't do the Sukha Pranayama yet. That is because we are learning a new pranayama. Again, a super brain pranayama, the Brahmari pranayama. So first of all, the word Brahmari means the Indian black bee or the black Indian bee. You can see that bee here. So why is it called this way? Or why is it named after this bee? It's because the sound we make through this pranayama sounds like the bee. Let's start. So this is your ear, and this is what you need to look for, the gate, the cartilage, that thing. Okay, place your index finger. Show me your index finger, everyone. Place the tip of your index finger on that gate. Don't press hard into it, but just place it. And see, just gently do this. Look here, look here. Just gently do this, okay? So when will you do this? First, you'll take a deep breath in. And when you're exhaling, close your mouth and make this sound like a bee. And when you're exhaling, you'll do this. Okay. So inhale. And when you're exhaling, just do this and make the sound of the B. So we'll do this about 6 times. You can start now and do it along with me. Now that you've understood how to do it, you can close your eyes and do it 4 more times. With your eyes closed, tell yourself, I am confident. I can speak like the Panchajanyam. My words shall be sweet. It shall always console the other person. It shall always make the other person feel happy. I have the chakra. I have that control over my words. My words come out when I need them to, and they work in the best way possible in that situation. I'm an excellent communicator. I communicate for peace and for all good things possible. You can gently open your eyes now. So this is the Brahmari Pranayam, and you can already feel the effect of it. You can observe that your mind has calmed down. You feel so confident, all the thoughts that you had. So this will be especially helpful when you're about to go give a speech on stage or something and you're really stressed or you're panicking. Then when you do this, all the thoughts come down and you'll be more confident. So here's the tip number 2. It's the tongue twister. So why tongue twister? Tongue twister because before you go speak, when you repeat some tongue twisters loud and clear, what happens is you exercise your tongue, and then when you give a speech or when you speak, it's very clear and the other person will be able to understand, and also there are very low chances that you'll stutter or stop in between. So why do we wait? Let's start with some tongue twisters. Here's the first tongue twister. Who wants to read this out? Tejas. Yes.
We surely shall see the sunshine soon.
Very good, Tejas. Excellent. Next one. We'll give chance to everyone. Yes, Shreyas.
Which wrist watches are Swiss rich? Okay. Which wrist watches are Swiss wrist watches?
Very good, Shreyas. Excellent. The third one. Megha, do you want to try? Don't worry about pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's called a tongue twister. Yes, Megha, go ahead.
She sells seashells on the seashore.
Very good, Megha. Superb. And this is for Vijayji.
Oh my God. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of
Amazing, everyone. Thank you, Vijayji. And finally, the third tip, that is the super tip. Why is it called a super tip? Because it combines the first and the second tip. You're not only exercising your tongue, but this tip also calms your mind down. And that is the Bhagavad Gita or any Sanskrit shlokas. So that can be the Gita, that can be the shloka from the Panchajanyam stotra or any other Sanskrit shlokas. So when you chant them, you are putting in both trick number 1 and trick number 2. So that's the super tip. What are we waiting for? We can quickly move ahead to the Bhagavad Gita part of the section. But before that, are there any doubts? Yes, Snigdha.
In the very first, when you told that shloka, I had a doubt in that. Like in the meaning of the shloka, what does the word refuge mean?
Refuge means, okay. So do you know the story of where Krishna lifts the Govardhana hill on his little finger, where it's raining heavily? Do you know
Yes.
that story? So
Yeah.
all the people go in and take shelter, right?
Yeah.
So that is to take refuge. And also when Arjuna, in the Kurukshetra war, before it happened, Arjuna gives up everything and he surrenders to Krishna. So that's another kind of refuge. So your Arjuna takes refuge. He says, I'm when there's some big calamity or there's something that's happening and you feel this is too much to take, like the rain. You feel this is
Does refuge does
refuge
refuge
is to go and take shelter. That's the very simple meaning. But it also
surrender?
means I have come here and surrendered to you, and you will protect me. That is to take refuge in.
So basically surrendering, right?
Yeah, in a way, to surrender and to believe that he will take care.
Okay.
Or another way of looking at it, when you don't know something and when somebody teaches you and when you realize and when you use that, you've taken refuge in that knowledge. So if let's say you don't know how to add 1 plus 2, and if another person helps you how to add 1 plus 2, and that knowledge, now you've taken refuge in that knowledge and you are applying that knowledge, is it not? So refuge means to take the help of.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Vijayji. Aditya, would you like to try this?
Okay, sure. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Wow, that was so fast. All of us are going to clap. Wow, awesome, Aditya. So let us move forward with these 3 super tips, and with this super confidence, let us move towards the Bhagavad Gita shlokas. Thank you, everyone. See you in Panchajanya series, chapter 4.